Say hi to the vlog. Guess he's home.
Hello, hello, hello.
So babe, we gonna tell the story?
You want the people that want to hear the story? I'm ready for the story, you know? Yo, I'm ready for to tell the story, man. Just let me know when you're ready to hear the story.
We're gonna tell the story now.
Oh, like right now?
Like in parts.
That peel the pineapple?
Yeah. Right.
Eat again.
Bye guys.
Good man. And without you, I mean...
Take care. Don't call me now.
We wow. For those who don't know, we did wait for marriage. So that is the basis of the conversation. So you know, we're frightened, we're ready. We're especially Sandre, very ready. And we had all these conversations and we spoke about it quite a lot leading up to the time. You know, girl, if you see the bridal shower, my friends set me up good and all of that. Plus I bought some stuff. So.
And can I tell you, the guys gave me all the tips and tricks that they had
We're not reach this the story yet, babe.
Oh. But the guy didn't tell me the equivalent of your bridal shower is my conversation with the guys.
Yeah. So let's start off by saying that after the wedding, our wedding was supposed to start at 2, but it started at like 4 because of rain and stuff. I saw somebody do this in their video and I'm going to do it too, because I don't want YouTube to flag this for being inappropriate content. So we're gonna say Jerusalem here. We're gonna talk about it too. We're gonna say do the Jerusalem.
YouTube would?
Yes, I have one video about some else on YouTube say it's limited.
Wow.
Yeah. You want me to talk about my testimony? It's a limited video. I don't really get, yeah. Anyway, so I said do the Jerusalem.
The Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Alright, say less. Where's that coming up Jerusalem market?
So anyways, we got ready at AC Hotel and that's my bridesmaids and my mother and Andre's mother and all the ladies basically got ready at AC. The guys got ready at Airbnb. No, wait, soon come back. So I guess the honeymoon really spanned 3 different hotels. We never wanted to go back to AC Marriott, so for the night after our wedding we decided to go to Spanish Court, so that's hotel number 1.
Yeah. So that night, you know, I had it all planned out.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like, you know, so romantic and blissful. But by the time we left the hotel, it was late, and then we were tired.
When we left the hotel, or when
we left the wedding venue.
Yeah. Plus, you did go and leave your bag.
Right. So my bag was over AC, right? And then we thought about it, was like, do we really want to go over and interact with people to get the bag, or do we just want to go to the Spanish Court and kind of just, because we've been peopling for the whole weekend, right? So Zandra is like, well, you don't really need no clothes. Nevertheless, I was like, no, because I had it all planned out, you know, I had a nice little white number in there, and it was supposed to be girls. Eat pineapple. Actually, maybe eat the pineapple still, but leave it alone. So all of that plan with the white little number that I had to wear that night and everything, scrap, because Andre was like, you know, we just don't want to go and interact with people and whatever. We went to Spanish Court. I only had my dress, so but it kind of feel uncomfortable, no lies, wait. But it kind of feel uncomfortable because I was like, you know, I'm not even get fit, you know, I'm not even get fit, wind down properly or whatever. So, and then Zandra's like, you can wear my shirt and I have stuff and whatever. So that was the plan. We went in and everybody in the lobby, they were like, oh, your dress is nice and whatever. I'm settled in, and the first thing that we did was that we took a shower together, remember? Yeah, we took a shower together, and that was nice. That was a really nice way to kind of
break the ice. I enjoyed the shower.
So it was a good shower. It was a good shower. It was sweet. And guys, let me tell you, see, at this point, the Jerusalem never really left on my mind. I don't see the lip on. I like, alright, let me tell you, the Jerusalem I did up on my mind, you know. But I was maybe the one that was a little a little bit hesitant, scared.
I had no hesitation.
I made it like afraid, remember? Not the beginning.
Yeah, man, you did afraid. You never had the reason afraid.
Yeah, made it.
You know, so I come good now, man.
I need to be careful with your words.
Okay, that's not what I meant. I was prepared.
Yeah.
Should I know what I put on the camera?
But I know, after we had the shower and everything, and as I said, the shower was good and stuff. And then we got outside of the shower, and then things start get good. No?
A little spicy.
A little spicy. No, it's I don't know. I'm chatting over my company Instagram and the YouTube come settings and some ready and them. They them fall.
Girlfriend.
Afraid. I wasn't as, even though I was ready, like I had all the things, very prepared mentally. A years now, man, I think about it and struggle with it and everything. When the time come, I was like, well, plus I was tired. And for anybody that knows anything about the female anatomy, we need time. We need time.
A lot of time.
Yeah. And I just big up Andre because he's so sweet and gentle and patient. Like, you know, he never
So my side of the story about that, right?
Yeah.
So I was quite expectant, to be honest with you.
You wanted the Jerusalem other night there.
Yeah. When I realized it was not going to happen because she was very tired and I was also exhausted.
Yeah.
And she and I can respect
wanted
this.
to be
and something I had
romance.
spoken about from before that it's not going to be a quick thing. You're not going to be a hurry up and so we decided that we were going to take it slow. We realized that we were tired. Let's just say that we postponed the
Jerusalem.
But
it was sweet though.
It's other things.
Other accessories that come with the Jerusalem.
But then I don't want to underplay like the importance of all the accessories, because even though that never happened and we never really reached Jerusalem. But we kind of stopped by Israel.
Yeah, stuff like
Israel, the renovation of Jerusalem. Never mind. Yes, so we never quite reached Jerusalem, right? But it was preparatory for what was to come. So even though I was a little disappointed that night,
you were disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed
that because I think sometimes we don't cover the fact that Jerusalem never happened. You didn't look forward to Jerusalem.
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to it, and disappointment comes when expectations are not met. And we had the expectation, and it wasn't met, and then we were just like, well, you know what? But I also understood, So I was disappointed, but I also understood, and I was like, you know what? It is.
And he just held me, and we just cuddled,
and
we just fell asleep, and it was so blissful, guys. I was like, oh my god. Really gotta know. We can't sleep with my Jerusalem.
Anyway, back to the story about the Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So then we realized no Jerusalem was going to happen that night, just cuddling. So we wake up the next morning and accessories.
Don't even
and accessories. So we wake up the next morning and we're just like, such a good night's rest, because we did turn off our phones and everything. We just didn't care about talking to anybody.
Honeymoon is so beautiful.
Don't it?
Can we go back?
Of course. Nothing wrong. And then we said, alright, we woke up the other day and we got ready to go to our other hotel, which is where our actual honeymoon was going to be. The Spanish Quarter was just where we were going to stay the night, because the wedding was in Kingston.
Yeah, the hotel is all the way in Trelawney.
Yeah. Yes, so we'll tell you a little bit more about what happened after that.
In Trelawney. Before we talk about hotel too, like what were some of the things that we did to prepare? Just so you know.
Just to prepare. I didn't prepare for
Jerusalem.
Well,
watch some videos like these.
Yeah.
I watched some videos like these. Did you watch any of these?
No, actually, I just spoke to the right people. I found some of my friends that were married within the last 1 to 5 years. 1 to 5 years.
We have
ask them some questions.
We have good friends. If you don't have those friends, I hope this video provides some solace to you.
Yeah, so like I'd have a friend who would send me an Amazon list, an Amazon listing, and it'd be like,
these are the things you should
these
do.
are the ones that, you know, I won't say too much, but let's just say they've been tried and proven. You understand? So,
True.
and then I got a whole lecture. I also have a lot of friends who are like into ONG and stuff, and them tell me all the different.
I feel like Andre, you had a headway because I mean you are a doctor, so you kind of understood the anatomy, not necessarily the
listen,
practical.
man, if me can just jump 5 steps ahead and just say I never got a distinction in ONG for nothing.
Yo, this video is taking so much out of me. And some of the stuff that I did to prepare, like mentally, I read a lot of stuff to get myself in the, you know, frame of mind to know that I have to just suck it up. I just had, you know what I mean? No, my face is red and I can't finish record the video here, but. And then another thing is that I know that I feel the best when I'm dressed up. So in addition to like the lingerie and stuff that I got from my friends, I got myself some that they were a little more expensive, but I do have a bigger chest, and because of that I had to get those differently. Some of them from England actually. So if you're a bigger chested girl and you want links, you can just DM me and I can always shoot that over to you. The same place I get like bras and stuff. Anyways. So, what else did you do to prepare? Oh, we bought like candles and them there.
Oh yeah.
To set the mood and.
I'm big on scents.
Yeah.
I'm big on ambience, so lighting and scents.
Yeah. And then of course, lube was something that we used.
First of all, we expected we were going to get from Zara's bridal shower just because you know it's almost a staple, and I also expected that at least one friend of mine would give me. They did not disappoint. They certainly did. But we said if by some strange,
we still bought our own.
Man, we make sure so we stock up still.
We bought our own just in case.
That's one thing we were willing to. Like take a risk on.
So having conversations, buying the right stuff, and just being in the right space, we prayed about it too. Yeah. And we spoke a lot about expectations before the wedding night.
We clarified expectations.
Yeah, things that we never wanted to do. We spoke about it in counseling with our pastor. But as I don't know all the thing. Go and talk to other people and say, well, your experience is your experience. So,
and you know, one of the best advice that pastor gave us, our best pieces of advice, best piece of advice.
Best thing pastor said.
He said, the marriage bed is undefiled. What you do behind your closed doors is nobody's business. You do what you
except YouTube can know where to tell everybody business.
In very guarded terms, nevertheless. But you know, you can read between the lines. But the point of the matter is that, you know, people will have things to say, and that's fine, you know. Anybody can say what they want to say. We're not trying to please anybody. We're not trying to live up to anybody's expectation.
Please each other, okay?
We seem to be getting the hang of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright. So now we talk about what happened at hotel number 2. We reached hotel number 2 now. So this is Royalton the Grill.
Falmouth.
Royalton Falmouth.
Blue Waters, I think.
Yeah, one of them.
Or White Sands.
One of the Royalton them for the Chilani there. It's an all-inclusive hotel. Really nice property. You know, regular all-inclusive, it's all you can type of thing. The room that we got, we didn't get to find a little deal, so it wasn't like the 5-star. But to be honest,
the room was underwhelming, but
the room was underwhelming.
Well, around the room was underwhelming.
Yeah, the room was okay.
Yeah, the room was okay. Yeah. There wasn't much there, but it was comfortable. And we just really wanted a nice room.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? Plus the food wasn't bad.
Yeah.
This time, I don't know, the journey. Enough accessories happened on the journey, you know, because we're playing love songs.
It was a slow, casual
drive. You know, we reached the hotel, and guys, you remember all of the plans we did have? We turn on the light, them, and put on the lingerie, and
get to it.
Well, them show them out. 12 months. So what really happened? When we entered the room, after that, Jerusalem just happened.
It just flowed.
It just flowed. And
quite literally. It was, even though we got right to it when we got in, so much accessories
that we were both ready.
We were both ready.
After like a day and a half of
fooling around. And then at this point, we had already prefaced everything with so much love and romance that there was nothing rushed, nothing let's get to the point about it. It was very blissful. It was very blissful. It was very blissful. And you know, somebody had said to me, and I thank him for this advice. He had said one of the reasons he's happy that he waited, and he would advise me also to wait. That's how when you know, struggling real in another courtship. Yeah, man, struggling real in the courtship. Struggling real, now we are saying, well, we're gonna get married anyway. Yeah, but sometimes you need good friends with knock some sense in you. and he was saying, you know, there's something blissful, almost inexplicable about having no guilt. Yeah. About having
no reservations.
Just knowing that you and God good, and God sanctioned this. You and your person know that you've come before God and other people them who are looking on and everybody and pass the sign on paper.
No hiding, no
there's no hiding.
Around the somebody turns on and maybe go the wrong place. Instead of
that's crazy. And you see that day, guys, when me tell you, say it's like nobody else in the world existed.
Nobody else mattered.
There was no thought given to anything pertaining to guilt or feelings of hesitation. It's just like you just see a whole heap of green light in front of you.
And say tick tick tick.
Just say just go, man, just go. And then it leaves you with this clarity of thought. It's just a sense of peace. Exactly. There's a sense of peace, knowing that all the stars have aligned, you have dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, and the moment is about to be now.
It's about to be now. It's about to be now.
And when I realized, wow, this is really about to happen, like this very moment, then
Sandra is so true. Why you so extra?
No, man, honestly.
Marcy said no.
So we were, you know, it was on the horizon. We could see Jerusalem on the horizon. And it was so peaceful and so calm. There was just so much love and respect for each other.
Yes.
Like we were communicating.
It was a really good love-making session. Yeah. It wasn't I have to take your virginity. No, it wasn't like that. It was sweet and we were talking through it. Then what was music playing? I don't remember if music was playing.
Tune out the music. There was music actually.
There was music, okay.
But it never really clicked. But to be honest with you guys, there was no rush in it, and I think that was the biggest key to have made it such a successful experience. And we take our time, and then Zara started to get super emotional.
No, me a body, right? And I got emotional when it finished.
Yeah.
When it happened finally, and
when it happened, she just squeezed me tight and just started bawling, like living I want. I just started bawling, and she started smiling at the ball.
It was emotional, okay? Because guys, you know, like I've been very open. I've been very transparent about just the purity journey, and very open about wanting to wait. I mean, we tell the whole internet some would come back and report. So I guess this is a report, and because of that, and this is really what has helped me and God. Like our relationship grew throughout this journey. So to see that I actually I was at this part of the journey, and it wasn't because of Zara's goodness, but because of God's goodness, and I did it His way and everything. And it's like I was like, I'm glad I waited. There is something that we put meaning to it in a different way, not in a way that not in the way that purity culture was taught to say you're worth any less or anything, but because of the sacrifice and what it meant for our journey, because it meant a lot of cultivating the fruit of the Spirit, cultivating self-control, learning that self-control is something that we will need even in marriage,
And a big part of it for us as well is that we figured there must be a reason why God said to wait.
Yeah.
And even if we couldn't fully explain it and we tried to explain around it.
Yeah, we tried to justify it.
Yeah, it never really, our conscience was never at peace.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to shade on anybody because obviously, you know,
we all have a different story.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that I don't think anybody can really explain from a place of knowledge if you haven't actually waited and experienced it within the confines of marriage. Because there's something blissful about it that all our other fooling arounds that have tended towards that direction that we've aborted have never given us.
That's true.
But the peace and satisfaction that you get even before the satisfaction, but just the contentment,
just the green tick.
Yeah, knowing that God is giving you the green light, you know, conscience.
So all of that made me cry. All of that, and just the goodness of God, and
the moment I finally
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. It's etched in my mind, etched in my brain as just like I don't know.
I'll never forget when I looked up at her face and just saw water.
You followed the whole of the wedding ceremony, so.
Alright, hold on. Yo, can I comment on the fact that I lost all my street credit?
Street credit, you don't have no street credit.
My gosh,
gone. But yeah, it was emotional for me.
And he would just capture it, and Roger just capture it at the moment.
Capture the man about.
Boy, Davian just grabbed me up.
And I think also I cried too because it wasn't painful.
Yeah, it actually wasn't painful.
It wasn't painful for me. It was
it
was a little uncomfortable because obviously I'm not really used to the Jerusalem. So upon the entry of the Jeru into the Lema, my body had to adjust, but I think because of the lube that we used and the day and a half of foreplay and being ready, it wasn't painful at all, and
we were communicating
very well.
We would not move a step
until I was comfortable.
Until she
Zandre of patience. Yeah, the pan Jesus internet church. When the church enter them take you say hold you.
Alright, no, can you comment on that for a moment though? The fact that we're having this conversation is controversial. But you know what? We're okay.
We're okay with being controversial.
Because we wanted somebody to have these discussions with us.
And not many people.
And nobody was willing to except our friends who would sit down with us in private and have these
everybody have friends like we have friends.
Exactly.
So we have to do these things. I want to comment on how as a church we don't have a lot of these conversations and we sugarcoat things, right? But yet still on the wedding day everybody have these most inappropriate
comments where you must learn.
But what we should be doing, like all of a sudden.
Yeah, so if nobody has these conversations, then where are you supposed to learn how to do it right?
All of a sudden, people must learn how to backflip.
And we should also, you know, while we're cussing about the people who don't, we should comment our friends.
The people who did.
Our support system is quite robust, and we're eternally grateful for it. That there were people who would just say, yo, I will level with you. These are the issues. These are the things you need to make sure of. And as a matter of fact, on the morning of when all of us were praying and stuff, and one guy said, yo, let us know how you doing next week Sunday. And I don't mean abstract conversations about hypothetically what may or may not. No, them level with you and say, this has been my experience, and at the same time not divulge too much of what takes place within the confines of your marriage, because we're not asking everybody to come and tell people their business, but we're saying just normalize the conversations about these things happening in marriage, because people normalize the conversation about casual. We can't call that Jerusalem. And I don't mean to be dismissive to anybody, because everybody have them things, but
everybody have their own set of beliefs. But what we're saying is that the world is so open.
Yeah, so why are we not open about having these conversations? situation.
And all the agendas are open about what they believe and about what's happening and what to expect, and yeah man, for sure. While we're at that hotel, so we're supposed to originally spend 3 days there, 2 days, 3 days, 2 nights. And then while we were there, we got offered the Goblin Hill extension.
So we got offered a stay. Just big up to all the lovely people. We won't call no name, but we have lovely people in our lives.
Lives.
Big up to somebody who reached out and said, listen, we had an experience at a place. It was really, really nice.
And you guys would love it.
You guys would love it. We'll cover your expenses.
All you have to do is
show up. And we're just like, well, yeah.
Yeah. And then at this point, we're at the all-inclusive hotel. And you guys know me and Andre. We love adventure, and we love nature. We love realistic, authentic things. And if you and me know anything about our all-inclusive hotel, it's very Americanized and it's not very realistic. So after 3 days, we're bored.
We literally ran out of things to do.
Yeah, and we were like, we're glad we never booked this hotel for a week, because we would have been way too bored.
And we were saying we would really like to go somewhere that's comfortable, maintain a sense of luxury, but still in nature. And then when we got that offer, we were just like, wow, this is exactly what we wanted. But then I never had the days off from work, because I'm kind of afraid to ask initially for
because we just start work too.
Just start working. Anyway, I decided I was going to call my consultant, When I said to her, Doc, honestly, no, first of all, I said, hi Doc, morning. She said, hi Mohan Singh, are you still on honeymoon? I go, yes, Doctor, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I was wondering if I could get 2 more days off. I'll drop off the deal form when I come in. But somebody offered us a stay, and she was just like, well, I can't take that from you. Go right ahead, enjoy yourself. Looking forward to seeing you back next week.
Yeah, and that was it. And as we said, God is good.
Yes.
Always on our side, always on our side. So then now that came up to hotel number 3. Well, villa. This was more like a villa.
Yeah.
We went to Goblin Hill, Portland, and that was another nice experience. Alright, so we just came to get some stuff. Well, we kind of drop asleep. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, but I mean,
let's say things happen. You understand?
Things happened like Andre was tired because he worked last night.
And we weren't actually at our home before. We were staying by a friend last night. So now we're heading to Clarendon to go look for our family.
Yeah. So now, next part of the story is, this part's actually short. We can wrap up the vlog or the story time here. So the next part of the story, come on. Oh. When we reached Portland, Goblin Hill, it was just Jerusalem, sleep, eat Jerusalem. So it was day 6 that they weren't there for.
No, they warned me about day 7.
Day 7, okay.
They say I must check in on day 7. They say they don't want to hear anything from me. I must completely shut off until day 7. Them say on day 7, they want to hear from me. They want to hear if I'm okay and if I'm still alive. and they said explicitly, remember to take your vitamins.
You don't understand, cause you
like all of the married man them bust out a laugh, and me and my cousin and Davy, and we were just like so clueless.
Cause like, what does that mean? Cause you have energy.
Yeah. Yo, when me tell you say a crash box day 6 into day 7.
I feel we had COVID at one point. I think we had COVID in like either February or March. And we'd have to draw for some COVID pill there.
Alright. So let me explain that COVID pill situation, right? It's not like antivirals or anything.
It was zinc and iron. Vitamin C.
Sister White says something about zinc. If you know what she said about zinc, go read. Or if you don't know, go read what she said about zinc. But let's just say I took zinc supplements at that point, alright? You can read between the lines and
what that means.
Go and do your research and see But just know that I ended up taking zinc supplements that day. Suffice it to say, our other friends started to message and them I said, well, we never want message before, and these are married people. Never want message before, but by now the must Clyde.
On the Muscline. which was true. By this time.
Yeah.
I mean, but Portland was beautiful. We got to do some sightseeing. In addition to that, we went to G-Jam for dinner twice.
Wow. Can I tell you about
G-Jam? Was great.
G-Jam was great.
You know how it goes. If you want a lovely untouched Jamaican experience, you go to Portland. Portland is just beautiful, and you know how me stay. Me love look pan things. The weather was a little bit shaky, so we never. Zandre wanted to do like the blue, but we've been to Blue Lagoon like 3-4 times.
Yeah, Blue Lagoon was kind of shaky, but
yeah. But
to be honest though, guys, a lot of it is what you make.
Yes, yeah. We were our own entertainment on that honeymoon.
Yeah, and then we just kept on thinking about the bliss of the experience.
And that's how blessed we were to just be here.
And at that time we were starting to, you know, look through all the aftermath of the wedding.
Yes.
We were realizing
it was
really such a good experience.
That's where we looked through the videos and we started turning on our phones again, because we did turn off the phone them whenever they communicate with people. That was nice to be sure about the world.
We started also to look through like the expenses and stuff that, because we have amazing friends who kind of just took over that part of it. To pay our vendors and stuff, we just put the money in an envelope, put the name on it, and just assign each person to it. So now we start to reconcile all of that, just to see, we realized everything went beautifully well, and then we were just so grateful, because not everybody can have their dream wedding and at the end of it are not in the red.
Yeah, we were in
the green and we were so grateful.
Yeah, we finished the wedding with a profit.
We were just like God, how? Like we couldn't understand how, because leading up to it we were praying and we were putting things before God and we were saying, God, you have to go find a way, you have to go sell a cow and sell the cattle up on 1,000 hills.
You have to go sell one of the cows. Go to the cattle up on 1,000 hills,
And that was an inside joke, to be honest. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, that's it. But we were just so overwhelmed with gratitude. That's all we could have thought about. And that's basically how the week came to an end.
That's how the week came to an end. And we started doing some kind of like planning for the future type of thing. Planning on how we would do the whole moving. Because I never fully moved from my, like I like to call it, my little bachelor pad. And that whole thing was a little emotional for me too. Like I went there and I was crying and I was leaving, because that's where I became a big woman. Like that's where adulting started. I learned to live by myself. I learned to budget. I learned, independence, I guess. So I mean, we didn't spend a long time still. It pays to wait. So this is just a little motivation for any young woman, young man, young couple who's out there on the journey, and whether it is a thing where you have done the Jerusalem already, or, well, don't just enough to call it Jerusalem, but if you have fallen along the way, it is not too late. God sees you, He knows you. It does not devalue any at all. You can literally start over.
We have a friend who what did she call herself? Like a recycled virgin or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's after all of that she decided she wanted to walk the pure path. And then when she got married, she was like as blissful as if nothing ever happened.
Because I mean, the journey to recommit to abstain is also, and a matter of fact, I think it's harder. I feel like it's harder.
Baggage
and also if you don't know something, you can't really miss it like that. It's a different thing because imagine you have to take a break,
break. No.
Encouragement, and for anybody on the journey and anybody thinking about starting the journey, it's possible. We've proven it. You can do it too. Jesus says.
And we'll give you guys some more tips along the way about how to help you to go through it and so on. And feel free to reach out to us. Time is kind of a premium these days, but
feel free to if you have questions for Andre, you can DM me and
she'll ask me,
because he's horrible at social media. So or them can email you in a way. anyway, joint email. Can we have one at xyz22@gmail.com. You can just
just XYZ22.
xyzmohansing22@gmail.com. If you have like any questions for us, you can just send an email there. I'll put in the description. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, that's the story from me and mine.
All the best, guys, and we're here to support you on your journey. Wishing you like all the bliss that God has in store for you,
and the blessings,
and just be grateful for where you are, because there's somebody that is worse off than you are. Just be really, really grateful for where you are, and just try to do the best with what you have.
And ask God to help you to be content in whichever part of the journey you are.
Yeah.
Because it is because of contentment for those parts of the journey that you'll be able to appreciate every single step of the journey going forward. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time on the next episode of Adventures of XYZ. Bye.